Okay, let's dive deep into this incredibly heated and conspiracy theory-laden discussion from the One Piece fan community, all centered around an image revealing the current status of the prominent former members of the legendary Rocks Pirates Reham. Kicking off the drama, the shared image immediately sparked a barrage of comments. Among them, the two recently dethroned Yonko, Kaido and Big Mom, were labeled status unknown, an intentionally vague and suggestive state. Conversely, Captain John was definitively marked kick the bucket, meaning he croaked. The still alive camp included the majestic golden lion Shiki, Gloriosa, former queen of Amazon Lily, though the image slightly confuses her with the bar owner Shaki and the original Stussy, none other than Buckingham's Stussy or Miss Backen, Weevil's mother. Notably, Whitebeard was elegantly phrased as followed Roger, implying his passing after the Battle of Marineford. This detail also sparked an interesting little debate. Is followed Roger any different from kicked the bucket? Many argued this phrasing sounds way cooler and more epic, while some humorous fans even commented on Whitebeard having two holes from Akainu's magma fists. The crux of the war of words undoubtedly centered on the fates of Kaido and Big Mom. One side firmly asserted that both had vanished or were at least critically injured beyond recovery after being submerged in Wano's sea of magma. Their argument hinged on Pudding's statement that if Big Mom were alive, the Blackbeard pirates wouldn't dare make a move, and also to make way for new characters to get screen time. However, the opposing camp remained incredibly confident in the resilience of these two Yonko. They clung to Oda's tradition, rarely killing off important characters ambiguously unless there's clear confirmation, like a Vivre Car burning out or their devil fruit reappearing elsewhere. The incredible endurance of Kaido and Big Mom, along with Zeus, one of Big Mom's important homies, still existing, was seen as signs they weren't game over yet. An interesting theory proposed is that Oda intentionally left their status unknown to be able to summon them back when needed, perhaps for the final battle against Imu-sama. The debate also didn't fail to mention Law and Kid's devil fruit awakenings as a rebuttal to those doubting the supernova's ability to take down a Yonko. Moving onto the Golden Lion Shiki, most fans agreed that this legend is still alive and kicking. They clearly distinguished the authentic Shiki from the manga from the budget version in the movie Strong World, which is largely considered non-canon and much weaker. Shiki's earth-shattering power, the man who single-handedly wreaked me havoc at Marineford, faced Garp and Sengoku, and nearly sank the entire Roger Pirates, is always a topic spoken of with admiration. Some vaguely recalled Oda once revealing that Shiki wouldn't play a major role in the main storyline because his Fuwa Fuwa no Mi ability is too overpowered, potentially unbalancing the game. Captain John's fate seems settled. He's confirmed dead, evidenced by his corpse being turned into a zombie by Moria at Thriller Bark. The vast treasure John hid was also the initial goal of Yonko Buggy the Clown. John's death is attributed to greed, assassinated by his own crewmates. A point of considerable debate was Stussy's identity. Many clarified the beautiful Stussy currently in CP0 is actually a perfect clone of Buckingham's Stussy, Miss Backen, a former member of the MADS scientific team and possibly also of the Rock's pirates. This real Stussy is now old, matching the image. Besides her, Gloriosa, the former Queen of Amazon Lily, is another veteran character on the still alive list. It didn't stop there. The fates of other Rock's Pirates members like Wang Zhe were also mentioned. He had his territory taken by Blackbeard, and his current status remains a question mark. Silver Axe is believed to be dead, his corpse also exploited by Moria. The discussion also touched upon Oda's trademarks. For instance, only deaths like the curse of falling downstairs, alluding to Queena's death, or getting donutted, like Ace and Whitebeard, are considered certainties, while others are 50-50. The fact that female characters often have their looks nerfed in old age more than male characters also became a point of humorous commentary from fans. Many also wondered why the Stussy clone hasn't aged after all these years, and her true connection to the original. The issue of whether movies count towards the main storyline was also brought up, with the majority believing they don't, or that only a few minor details are Oda confirmed. Alongside the brain-busting analyses, there was no shortage of humorous comments, from comparing the coolness factor between Followed Roger and Kick the Bucket to fears that Nami and Robin might also lose their looks in old age, or Big Mom's hard-to-stomach appearance changes from childhood to youth and then old age. Some fans even joke that if Kaido and Big Mom really died, their devil fruits might just sprout on Nami's tangerine trees. And of course, the terrifying power of the Rock's pirates, had they truly been united, was a topic that made many marvel. In summary, the image and the discussions surrounding it painted a full picture of the One Piece fans' immense interest and endless passion. No matter how wild the theories get, the final answers still rest in the hands of the author, i.e. Shiro Oda, and undoubtedly, fans will continue to eagerly await each chapter to uncover these lingering mysteries.
If you enjoy this video, please like, share, subscribe and hit the bell to the later update from my channel. Thank you for watching till the end, and see you in the next video.